Welcome. Добро пожаловать. Here it is. The PC Gaming Show will start in 3 minutes, and we will see a bunch of announcers for different for PC Master Race video game players. So it could be anything that will come out on PC. I suppose there will be a bunch of indies. Maybe some big game. In previous years, it was Baldur's Gate 3 when there was they were talking about City and Jason Isaacs. Welcome Raiders. Welcome. We will be starting watching PC Gaming Show soon. By soon I mean in 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So welcome, have fun. I will put all the chats and settings here in front of me, so I'll be able to see everything.
And now the number one moment from the last decade.
The sound's supposed to be okay. My sound and game sound.
Who's ready? Actually, is our host ready? Let's check on him.
Hey.
Oh, here's the host.
How's it looking over there, buddy? You got your hosting pants on yet?
Frankie, indeed,
sound.
I am wearing pants, but you just can't rush this kind of music.
Not 50, 70. Here we go.
But can we steal a moment to get your thoughts on, the most historically significant thing that's happened in PC gaming since 2015?
For our 10th anniversary, Frankie, I wouldn't miss it for the world. Because when you think about a brand new release, it's trying to do something more, bigger explosions, better graphics, maybe pushing some technical thing to the limit. Like PUBG did not really run very well on release. Like I was getting 20 frames per second when I played, but it was so compelling and it breaks like 3 million concurrents. And then Fortnite switches its core gameplay away from that build a base and defend things at night into a battle royale and becomes the #1 game in the world. And I think that it was so impactful because it was like watching the birth of a new genre. People that did not like me had such clarity as to what you needed to be doing at all points in time, and there's 100 people in the game. I mean, again, I don't think that I've played something that compelling since.
Thank you so much to Sean and all of our other experts for sharing their biggest moments with us. Read more about the 10 biggest moments in the last decade of PC gaming on PCGamer.com and let us know your favorite gaming moments using the hashtag PCGamingShow.
Is this supposed to work? 30 seconds left. Oh. Let's go minus 15 is okay. Let's point to minus 20. So we'll be sure minus 20 can be wrong. Minus 20. Here we go, and block. So, the following program is intended for mature audience. Your discussion is advised. I missed the countdown. What? What happened? What happened in Trova? Why I can't see it?
It is my pleasure to welcome you to the PC Gaming Show 2024. Once again, I'm absolutely thrilled to be your host. My name is Sean Day9 Plot. We've got another great show for you, packed with trailers, exclusives, and lots of surprises, but here is what I'm most excited about. Joining me once again is the inimitable Mika Burton. Get in here, Mika.
I'm on my way.
Take it away,
Sean. I am so glad to be here and be a part of this milestone in the history of the PC.
I think chat stopped working for Trova, and I can see. I don't know what all of this means.
All of the incredible games during that time. That's pretty impressive.
We've had a good run. 10 years is a long time, and if this show was a child, it would be slamming doors and belittling me in public and still asking for V-Bucks in Fortnite.
Yeah, well, before we take a look at the future of PC gaming, let's get a bit nostalgic and take a look back at some of our favorite moments from the last 10 years of the show.
Chat's not working from previous streams.
Emotive montage music.
Oh, it's so
No,
beautiful.
they are.
Well, over the years, we've featured so many great games, some of which got their start right here on the PC Gaming Show. So, who remembers some of those gems?
Oh, Pass of Excel.
I remember in 2021 when we turned a graphics card into a spaceship, or when we rejected various attempts to replace our host with artificial intelligence. It was an innocent time. We were so young and naive back then.
We sure were. And what about way back when the PC gaming show was live and we had developers like Dean Hall and Warren Spector and
So everything should be in working order.
Oh, and I still look like that.
I mean,
And who could forget the PC gaming show 1969, live streaming from a surface of a little white rock that we call the moon?
hey, what?
Wow.
What?
I don't know if it's my dwindling oxygen levels or the fact that my internal organs are floating weightlessly around my body. It's
Making
man,
fun.
this game is making me feel very dizzy with excitement. Houston, anything new on the RPG front?
Hey, what?
And who could forget the PC gaming show 1350, a personal favorite of mine? Now, for fans of sticks
Making
prepare to lose thy stools for sticks and
joking like they had a different PC gaming shows in different times.
Microsoft. Simply boil some water to access it on Steam.
Sean, you know some of those things didn't really happen, right?
Oh, of course, Mika. I know. I'm not an idiot. Moon landing, sure.
Well, we have some more exciting news. No 10th anniversary show would be complete
What
without
about
our
announces
favorite
of
Brit
a-
and gaming goddess. It's none other
Announces
than
of a
Frankie Ward.
video games.
So much, Mika. It's great to see you and Sean again. And to celebrate 10 years, I even got us a little cake. But I do think I speak for everyone watching when I say, could you two stop goofing around and just get to the trailers already?
Well, in a second. But Frankie, riddle me this. Why aren't you, like, here with us?
Well, I'm kind of expecting a pretty special delivery.
Oh, I get you. Big Amazon orders.
Yeah, makes
Can't miss
sense,
those.
yeah.
Sometimes you have to sign.
Right? Something a little more important. I'll be here with my unborn mind flare having a watch party. And I'm just gonna chill out here on the couch, have some snacks, and be on hand to jump in whenever the mood takes me. Also, why are you standing there like a couple of lemons anyway? You should take a page from my book and take a load off.
So finally trailers.
Ooh, hey, Frankie, I think you're onto something. I mean, this is way better.
Yeah, thank you, Frankie. And you know what? Thank you, chair scientists everywhere.
I'm glad you're both comfortable because we've got a great show today. Trailers to the most exciting upcoming PC games, exclusive world premiere announcements of brand new games, interviews and behind the scenes looks at upcoming releases, and lots more.
But first, let's kick off this year's 2024 PC gaming show with 3 huge world premiere announcements. Here we go.
World premiere. Nuggets Entertainment. Curious Josh. Shepherd Boy. Stella Pesh. Whatever that is. So it's creature collecting, farming simulator. Ow. It's all dramatical and all, but he's gonna eat the frog, isn't he? Bless you. What the? What are you writing? Little golem and slime. What's happening? Among the Wild. World premiere. Kakadu?
Of Dolphromantic and Kurzgesagt comes a new game in space.
Space.
Meet the Starbirds. Help them claim nearby asteroids. You'll need to build stuff. You'll need to gather stuff. You'll need to connect stuff to other stuff to produce even more stuff. To advance your technology
Are you for
and
real?
reach for the stars. Explore countless asteroids. They're packed with resources and come in all shapes and sizes. Stay curious. You never know what you may find. Starbirds coming to a solar system near you. Wishlist now on Steam.
Nah. World premiere. Oh. You start naked. In a cruel world. Is it the one when you need to eat human meat? Yeah, is this post-apocalyptic one where I'm pretty much sure it's the one. It was announced a long time ago and it's showing off gameplay right now. Lornvale. Or maybe not, maybe it's a different one.
Wow, Lornvale looks great. A fantasy world with post-apocalyptic vibes, guns, but also magic. Sign me the heck up. And actually, Mika, question for you. What do you think you would become in a lawless fantasy world? Seriously.
Well, I could see myself as like a ruthless bounty hunter, blasting away hordes of enemies with a six-shooter, or maybe I'd become a silver-tongued traitor, you know, talking my way out of dangerous situations.
Wait, but what about me?
For you, I picture a dead body, you know?
Oh, well, that makes sense. I mean, I would
Why
die
Jump was like
quickly.
this?
People have always said I look like the Disco Elysium bloated corpse.
Right? It really checks out. Well, in Lornvale, it looks like both of our visions can come true. Hey, now, Sean, since we're talking about fantasy games, lots of them let you practice alchemy, right? But how
Sure.
about a tycoon game that lets you practice alchemy?
Oh, Mika, is your clever wordplay indicative of me getting to brew my own beer?
You are so right, Sean. It
Tower
can
keeper?
get more than just that. In our next game, you build and manage a monastery. Keep your monks happy
Ale
and
Abbey.
create your very own ale
In
recipe.
beer with trust.
Mika, at last, a game that caters to my
I'm a man of
passion
God,
people,
but I also brew ale.
Roll out the barrels as we raise a goblet or two to Ale Abbey.
World premiere. So, as a monk, you will brew ale. So anyone can quench their thirst for alcohol. A beer brewing monastery tycoon. Yes, we are writing scripture, but also making recipe for the ale. But everyone can get drunk. Alright, a lot of micromanagement, but it can be fun. Coming later this year. Wish this now! Oh, it's I have a feeling I know what it is. It's where you have a co-op mayhem. It was announced previously. It still didn't come out? How it was called? What was called? Why has he became giant? You shouldn't stand too close to explosives. Yeah. Streets of Rogue 2. That's what I thought about.
I think it's time, Red.
I told you, my name is Ringo.
Play an anime.
Again, how does this thing work?
What is it looking like? Akira Toriyama's work.
Like this.
What?
Found the weakness.
Unlikely allies.
Whoa, careful with the face.
The wolf guy. Her name is
Guess it's
Ringo,
on me now.
which translates like apple. And she looks like an apple.
I've never seen the stars like this before.
Race across space.
Well, make sure you put on your seatbelt.
Well, anyway, when you need to use swords to fight. Wonder stars. Maybe? Coming
Coming
up.
up in the PC Gaming Show.
This sci-fi stealth game, which I don't remember the name. Oh, Toad Tactics. Some RTS. What's the concept? Radical Forge. Chaotic Farming. Oh, they announced this game. There is a cooperative in a wobbly world. You need to collect wood and stone over and over again. And automate production because you must build. Why someone's idea of fun is working? I don't like that stream sometimes just becomes black for a second, and I notice it. Southfield? That's how it was called. Storm in the Teacup.
Zoe, I was beginning to think you'd never make it.
How it was called?
Ah,
Steal something?
you were looking for answers. For you, these centuries would have passed in an instant.
Shepal through.
I once served your father. I helped him lay the groundwork for everything you see here. I am Savi. Welcome, Zoe.
Steel Seed. Maybe. Coming soon. Is it capes? Neo Blood presents. Ah, it's Fallen Aces. Noir Immersive Sim, a game by Trey Powell and Jason Bond. Let me guess, his name is Steel Joe. And everyone wants you dead? Everything is a weapon. Like gravity. Or harpoon. Fallen Aces. Episode 1 drops next Friday, June 14. Episode 1. You can throw that.
Well, there is an offer that you can't refuse. So, how about you, good fella? Are you ready to get your knuckles bloody with fallen aces?
Well, Mika, I'd rather use a lead pipe. You know, because I have these fragile RTS digits.
Yeah, okay. Well, good news, Sean. You will recognize our next game, Stormgate, a real-time...
Oh, it's the one when they just united Diablo and StarCraft into one game. Because they worked on Diablo and StarCraft a long time ago.
And hey, Sean,
Yeah.
you played StarCraft like an hour or two, right?
Oh, yes, Mika. I've played maybe even 3 hours. I even dipped a toe in a little bit.
Crazy.
But now for all you RTS fans out there, heads up, because with Stormgate, we've got a lot more than just a trailer. We visited the developer Frost Giant Studios for a close-up look at their new RTS. So get those hand stretches going, prop up your gaming chair, and stay hydrated. Prepare for battle in Stormgate.
I'm completely not interested in this one.
Before the Infernals invaded us on Earth and destroyed human civilization, they engaged in battle with their sworn enemies, the Celestial Armada.
Who cares?
Angelic form merged with advanced technology. The Celestials fight unlike anything we've seen, harnessing both light and darkness.
Meh.
They have new ways to mine resources and centralized army production. Their flying arc ship cascades power, which they use to expand infrastructure, energize their army, and enhance their abilities. Now,
Aren't this just Protoss?
here. Earth is the latest battleground, and the war, it's just getting started.
Something different? Ah, no, it's still this.
The Celestial Armada is this dying alien race that is moving through the galaxy, and they are ancient beings that stretch back to the origins of the universe itself. And everything from their beings to their civilization to where they live is technologically driven. And we love playing into that mechanically with how they express themselves on the battlefield in the game. With each faction that we develop, we start with a core identity. The Vanguard, we have this plucky human resistance. They're about adaptability, and with the Infernals, we really explored the idea of a unit-focused faction that could have a different way of summoning their troops into the battlefield. With the Celestials, when we started out, we really wanted to push a lot of boundaries. And we thought, how can we make a building-focused faction? And also a faction that introduces map-wide mobility. They are anchored by this idea that they're descending into the atmosphere from the Celestial Armada. And so when you're playing as this faction and can build structures all across the map in different places very easily, in many ways it becomes this strategic dance about where the conflict is playing out on a map. So we've kind of shifted the focus onto the buildings themselves. There's going to be a lot of emergent gameplay that players will discover on their own that we are not planning for. And that's actually what we want from the Celestials. Is we want to give players a bunch of options, a bunch of flexibility, and a bunch of interesting toys to play with, and then see what comes out the other side. And if you're the type of player that really likes coming up with this innovative way to outsmart opponents, the Celestial faction is designed for you.
With Celestials, we've really done something that is pure original thinking from this team that is not something that we've seen before in a real-time strategy game. And it took a lot of iteration to get to the point that it felt balanced and where it felt correctly comparable to the other two races.
Stormgate is a Blizzard-style RTS. And so by saying that we're continuing the legacy of Warcraft and StarCraft, we're really looking at that core RTS experience. But we really believe that even within a Blizzard-style RTS, there's a lot of room to innovate, and there's a lot of creative boundaries that can be pushed to bring new styles of play and new experiences for players. And so we are really excited about bringing a lot of new ideas into the genre. We want you to have this asymmetric experience where playing one faction or another faction really feels almost like a different game entirely.
Our technology runs at a higher tick rate than any real-time strategy game that's ever come before. In a nutshell, essentially what that means is, as a player, the time between clicking and seeing their actions take place is faster than any other RTS game that's really ever come out. As a player, it just feels really, really good to play.
One of the biggest design challenges that we've faced with Stormgate is creating a game that maintains the high-skill gameplay that has been the heart of RTS for so long, but still provides an on-ramp for new players coming in that doesn't scare them away. It's okay to be a high-skill game. It's actually a good and appealing thing. We never want to water down that aspect of RTS, but we talk a lot about lowering the skill floor, which means making it more approachable for new players coming in without taking away the high skill elements of the game that make RTS so exciting. Early access is much more about bringing the community along with us and benefiting from that feedback that the community provides us to really make the game what they tell us they want. We've been having conversations with the community, and together, hopefully, that we really are able to craft something that feels collaborative. We're sharing it at a much earlier stage than any game that we've worked on in the past. But it is a better way to make games. I believe that Stormgate, as it evolves, will turn into something that is literally the best game that we've ever worked on as a result.
We hope you've enjoyed this exclusive first look at our Celestial faction. Stormgate's free to play. It's available to everyone, and we'll be launching fully into early access on August 13th. But you can join us before then on July 30th by going to Steam and picking up one of our bundles that's available today.
Douse me
You
in
done it.
Imperial
Finally.
minerals. I am beyond excited for Stormgate.
Hey Sean, if you're excited for RTS madness, wait until you hear this. I've been using pretzels to scoop up my ice cream instead of a spoon. Pretzels, they're like spoons you can eat.
Oh, solid logic, Frankie, but why are you telling me this now?
It's strategy, Sean. Optimum watch party strategy.
What happened with ice cream?
Spoons, nothing to wash later. Get it? Here is another example. Let's say someone knocks on my door during the watch party. A regular person would get up and answer the door, but me? I just hurl this brick through my front window, and whoever was knocking runs away in terror. Bricks, they're like spoons you can throw.
I feel like I'm really starting to get you, Frankie. A window brick sounds totally overpowered. I think you're onto something.
My point is this. It's a really exciting time for strategy games on PC, and we've got so many more to show you today, starting right now. All you turn-based tactics fanatics out there do not want to miss this next one.
Another strategy. In 2042, workers strike on Mars turns violent. As labor stands against capital, you must pick a side. How will you win the war for Mars? Mars tactics. So it's like XCOM, but on Mars. Mars Eternum. Rally workers, hire mercs. It does look like a XCOM. Master collective action, cooperative strategy. Fight smart, fight dirty. You can refill grenade. Surrender. Fight for your rights, for your shareholders. Said who owns the red planet. Mars Tactics, coming soon. Maybe? Dot. Tactics. With cards. I don't like cards. Dots of Bio. Bio is variation of swamp. So it's Dots of Swamp. Cleanse and defend. Use card battle system to fight, upgrade and synergize? Just another day in the cemetery? That's launching in October, and we'll all be playing the Metaphor Fantasio world premiere in 1944. There was a bear standing?
Sir Camler is really trying to summon a demon from another dimension. What a twat.
The primary mission is to sabotage
Real-time stealth tactics
at any cost.
with a touch of weird science. The old man.
How about a little switcheroo?
You got equipped with thinamajigs too.
You're not the only one with tricks up your sleeve.
The siblings.
Passages, traversing the rooftops, require some cunning.
So it's like Desperados. The mentalist.
Mind me.
Did you just melt him?
It's an incredibly complicated chemical reaction. But yes.
The chemist.
Impressive.
Terrifying.
It has its uses.
The werber.
The strange machine he's been working on. I have no idea what.
After success of Battle Kits, every developer studio will try to implement Bear into their video game.
They said that a career in archaeology would be uneventful.
Sumerian 6? I don't know. Not my favorite genre, but maybe.
Stealth tactics, a ragtag group of scientists, and a werebear. What a great world premiere trailer. And speaking of trailers, Mika, we've had a ton of them on the PC gaming show over the last 10 years. You want to hear some stats?
Oh my god, is Master Chief a Covenant killing machine?
Has and always will be, Mika. And in the first 10 years of this show, we piped into your hungry little eyeballs over 79,018 seconds of exclusive PC gaming content, streaming in a plethora of languages and regions.
And that's not all, Sean. We have worked closely with developers to provide exclusive behind-the-scenes content and showcase some of the most exciting games of the past decade, all of which can be found over on our Steam page.
Indeed, and hey, how about a few more of those stats?
Ooh.
According to chat, a whopping 98.7% of viewers tuned in live right now want us to hurry up and get on with the next trailer. So hey, can't argue with facts.
No, you can't.
World premiere.
Hey PC gamers, my name is Dave and I'm the director at Mighty Yell, and if you know us, you know we like to make things that are weird, uplifting, and fun. With those things in mind, I cannot wait to show you our brand new expressive dance battle adventure, All Systems Dance. All Systems Dance takes the fun of freely dancing and moving through a space, combines it with some tense,
It was announced on different showcase.
story, all in the name of taking down an evil corporation. Look, we wanted to make a game about dance because, well, we're not the greatest dancers. I'm not. But that doesn't matter. The thing about dance is that everyone can dance. And if everyone can dance, and dance is what you need to save the world, then maybe everyone can save the world. I'm going to let the teaser speak for itself, but please go to allsystemsdance.com for more information. Thank you for watching this, for being a part of this with us. And remember, the revolution will not be choreographed.
Welcome to Port Tomorrow.
It's the same trailer that was shown on different
To work,
showcase.
and relax. We here at Whoosh have thought of everything, so you never have to.
Don't believe their marketing and don't believe their messaging. This is the face of Whoosh. Look around. We are all trapped here on this island. We are being watched and we have to fight back. I know they outnumber us, but we've discovered their weakness. Their weakness is dance. Dance.
dance.
Sajeas is more than just a number on a spreadsheet. You have to dance. You have to dance like your life depends on it. Take back control, free yourself, and feel the movement. The revolution will not be choreographed.
It's still fun. All system dance. What's this PS1 looking game? Car that must deliver goods. Car with guns. That you can customize. And shoot guns from car. It's a car game, so I'm not gonna play it. Is it Battleship on the wheels? Fumes. Perfect random. Sulfur. Your mother's will have an average playtime of no less than 3 hours. Those are insane numbers. Thank you all for playing the demo we decided to include. 3 new gun Dolphin 99? Ah, they announced this game. And people played demo. Now they're giving new guns to a full game? So you're walking around and shoot goblins? Type 80 Typhoon. Sulfur. Demo updated. World premiere. Anti-static.
Atlas 1-1, this is Zeus. Do you copy? Over. We've detected the anomalous presence in the Iron Corridor area. We need you to localize it. And contain it.
Didn't they announce this game?
There's a lot of blue and red activity there. Do not engage.
Oh no, it's a different one.
I repeat, do not engage. Your goal is simple. Search and contain the anomaly.
Ah no, it's this one, they announced it. They're walking through the strange curtains, there's someone with them. Something strange is going on inside. And there are these people from Gru.
Atlas, do you copy? Respond,
Don't,
Atlas.
не отворачивайтесь, don't turn around. Phantom line. It's a horror, so I'm gonna ignore it.
Okay, Mika, pop quiz.
But I didn't study, Sean.
Quiet, quiet, listen. Let's say you find yourself face to face with a huge mutant super soldier whose arm has been replaced by a chainsaw.
Okay.
What do?
Well, if I were a mad scientist working for an evil mega corporation, you know, like you do, I would probably replace its other arm with a grappling hook.
Oh my god, perfect, because that means you would fit right in at Tripwire Interactive, who have been working for years to bring us the next installment in the Killing Floor series. Now, for those of you who didn't know, the franchise has been a
I never played any of Killing Floors.
since its inception back in 2015. Tripwire have actually been at 9 PC gaming shows. In the upcoming sequel, players will face off against a new upgraded generation of Zeds in this long-awaited co-op horror FPS.
And the Zeds aren't the only things that have gotten an upgrade. To learn more, we visited those mad scientists at Tripwire Interactive for this exclusive look at the guns and gore of Killing Floor 3.
PC Gaming Show. Tripwire. Killing Floor. Meh. So all the things that you do is fight this wave of enemies over and over again. Which means there's no story whatsoever, and it does not appeal to me in any way. Hear me yawning. Meh. Another tripwire game. What could it be? Sons of the Forest?
Action horror would be the thing that we focused on from the beginning with Killing Floor 3. It was really about science gone wrong. I mean, even like, look at this set, right? As a kid in the 90s, I just loved the Dark Horse Aliens and Predator comics. There were some elements in there about trying to create biological weapons set in a thematically dystopian themed world. So we wanted to tie that in. But from Predator and Aliens, one of the things that you see the most is basically a group of well-trained badasses who have to use every single bullet, every single grenade, every single weapon to handle the things that they're being faced with, these kind of insurmountable odds. Those moments are what motivate us, and that's when Killing Floor is at its best.
There's just a combination of just so many small elements that we've improved over Killing Floor 2 experience. We've increased the amount of Zeds that are in the world at one time, so the battle feels way more epic.
We knew we wanted Zeds to become more challenging. We're increasing how they get to you, how they damage you, so the cone of danger has essentially increased dramatically. Anywhere on screen Zeds can be, so I have to kind of keep my head on a swivel and really learn how to prioritize my targets. It's not essentially what's closest to me, but what can get to me faster, what's going to do more damage.
Because I really decided not to call them zombies, but just call them Zeds.
Element as well in KF3.
How innovative.
We have like very detailed hit detection system now, and you can blow off any limb. Every bullet hole that hits it stays there permanently. Exactly where you burn the creature is where you'll see its flesh burnt. We actually have Zeds where you can blow limbs off and they'll keep fighting you if it's not a critical spot of that Zed.
Most of our Zeds have somewhat of a critical zone on it. So certain Zed tech, like on the flesh pound, on his back, on his chest, they'll glow. If you shoot that, it will explode off and expose like an inner critical zone that when you shoot will kind of deal the ultimate killing blow to that Zed. One thing that's always felt great in Killing Floor is shooting things in the head. We wanted there to be variety when you do that. Their heads are made up of multiple meshes so that it can essentially open up and kind of randomizes what that head could look like. There is the opening shot of Day of the Dead, where there's literally just a massive tongue and maybe like a few teeth hanging there. We're very big horror fans, so there's kind of like little Easter eggs throughout everything. That impact and that feedback and that variation makes shooting things in the head feel incredibly rewarding. We hope you enjoyed that exclusive look at Killing Floor 3. For more information, visit killingfloor3.com and wishlist now.
What a beautifully twisted and nightmarishly gory game.
Nope.
I've already added it to my wish list, and look at this, Mika.
Oh.
I've also been in their Discord for 3 weeks.
Sean, that is the Discord for Cleaning Floor 3, the mopping simulator.
Oh, I mean, I was kind of wondering why there was so little chat about killing Zeds and so much about preventing streak marks on kitchen floors.
All right, let's leave Zeds behind because in our next game, there is a different type of mob filling the streets. Thousands of screaming sports fanatics. You can manage traffic, security, and logistics. Football tycoon game, Coppa City. Here's the world premiere trailer.
World premiere of a sports game.
This city is about to experience a football game that could be the greatest it has ever seen. You are responsible for how it will go down in history. Get ready to host the biggest clubs from all around the world. You
Ready
will
for
have
real?
to manage every single detail. Prepare for thousands of fans swarming your city. Filling the streets with energy you can only get from football fever. But remember, safety is a top priority. It's all in your hands. Can you find the right balance?
The fans are getting excited, but the pressure on the organizers is rising.
Can you give them what they want? Can you create a night they will remember forever? Everything comes down to your decisions. Host the biggest clubs, engage thousands of fans, create a football fiesta. Copper City 25, the first football tycoon.
World Premiere. Assault on Android Cactus and Unpacking. Assault on Android Cactus? For... Floating Islands? Musical? Exposition and music. Okay. What? I'm not gonna play this, but it's definitely we're having fun making the game. That was flying platypus? And yeah, I see turtles, but flying platypus? Tempo pop. PC Game Pass. PC Gaming World.
Hey, Candy Narwhal! Dog with the face of the guy from the deli! Pinch Elfin Princess and Nightmare Clown!
Hey, cat!
Are you ready to play awesome games in my own fantasy megaverse? I hope I never wake up!
Stay.
Bad Clown! So what's up first? A little Halo capture the flag, or...
Have a lovely picnic?
Sure.
Kat, we've been talking. You do know about PC Game Pass, right?
PC Game Pass? What's that?
It's a membership that lets PC players play new and immersive PC games.
Like going to a PC gamer's dreamland, only you're awake and he's not here. Tell me all about it!
You'll get day one access to some of the biggest new releases, along with a curated library of PC games.
They really made animated cartoon into this Game Pass.
Benefits and discounts. If I were human instead of a rich dream elf, then I'd use it to try games and buy them for less. Huzzah! Sick! Can I play with my friends? Ask them yourself! Huzzah! Cool! Multiplayer! So it's a gaming membership designed specifically for PC players, and you get all these awesome features for a low monthly price?
Exactly! You even get exclusive Riot Games benefits.
Thanks, guys! As soon as I wake up, I'm joining PC Game Pass. It's literally a dream come true! Better, even.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
I get to say this, but that terrifying clown and his admittedly cute friends really know what they're talking about.
Oh, they sure do, Mika. PC Game Pass is a great way to try out tons of PC games without having to buy them at full price.
True. Well, let's keep the show rolling with some more trailers.
Adventure. Fight your foes. Explore. Local co-op. Play your own style. Overcome. New fears? Last Moon. Play the demo now.
Solver for Strange Scaffold, the studio behind El Paso elsewhere. We're making a covert revenge thriller FPS about a secret agent turns down one last job too many and gets hunted across the North American wilderness by a military-industrial complex. And I was like, hey, can I shoot this promo here? And they said, well, it's Texas, of course we can hunt you. And I said, what's that?
The one thing the games industry needs more than a corporation that gives a shit about developers and their players is WASP slander. Now, I could tell you about how Strange Scaffold, the studio behind El Paso elsewhere, is making an exciting new action game, but if you get anything out of this next trailer, I hope it's that WASPs are evil bastards and they should be shot on sight. Thank you.
Where are you hiding? The more you hide, the more agents we send.
Else?
And the more agents we send, well, come on out, you big bitch.
Okay.
Wait.
Agent down.
So if you fail at stealth, fast-paced action? Okay. Not the best!
Be careful what you wish for.
I'm your beast?
The cataclysm left us broken.
Tower defense.
Lost. But we rose, piece by piece. Night.
Build fortress and defend fortress.
But I see no broken souls today. I see a people carved from stone. And with this stone, we will rebuild.
Coming up
Running Man? And some strategy. And some roguelikes.
Listen, I don't care what you were doing back on Earth. Shooting hobos in tracksuits or sweating in a bush in some godforsaken jungle.
That extraction shooter.
Is nothing like what you've ever faced.
They announced.
Our intel confirms enemy operators deployed in the AO.
One of them agents is a traitor. So it's like Among Us. Or Project Winter. Level 0 extraction. Oh, open beta. People can play it now. One of them is traitor or one of them is monster? I don't remember. Ah no, there's two teams. And a monster. Either way, I'm not interested.
Excellent work as always, Day 9. What's up, everybody? I'm Tasteless, and I am joined with David Kim and Artosis.
It's Sajeas at the announced Summer Game Fest.
About a very exciting new game, Battle Aces, a fast-action RTS.
Yeah, so let's get right into it. So this first building that you see right here is my core. This is where my units train out of. And also, if I lose the core, then I lose the game.
It seems like in this game you can expand like within seconds of it starting. Is that correct?
Yeah, so right when the game starts, you have enough resources to either expand, tech, or build an army to attack with.
You know, something that we keep seeing show up on this screen right now is that intelligence bar. This is one of my favorite things about Battle Aces, where you can immediately see not just your unit deck, but your opponent's as well, and start strategizing from the get-go.
For sure. And not only that, I can also see the precise, I guess, tech progress of my opponent and vice versa too. So we can strategize very precisely in this game.
So with these unit decks, you can make almost any combination of units. How many units exactly are in the game Battle Aces right now?
Yeah, so we have 45 units planned for the closed beta, but we'll be adding new units every single season, so the possibilities of strategy will be endless.
Now, I notice here on the intelligence bar, you can see you're teching up, your opponent is taking that faster third base, and I see you're playing like a very defensive, tech-oriented game, whereas your opponent is playing a bit more fast-paced, right? Like he's running around, he's doing the attacking while you're doing the defending.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about the different types of strategies that can be used for different players?
So in this specific game, I'm trying to show off a more easier way to play, so you'll notice that I'm not really clicking all that much kind of thing. So my basic strategy is in tier 1, I have these recall units that can teleport back to any of my bases, making it a very easy defensive option. And I'm straight teching to king crabs that are very strong at harassing enemy bases and expansions.
Now, game timers and RTSs is not like a new thing, but what's interesting about this one is that this game counter is counting down. What's the story with that?
Yeah, so we have a max game limit of 10 minutes in this game. So when the timer reaches 0, then the game will end. And the winning player is whoever has the higher score when that happens.
Now, we notice that the 2 king crabs you have, they seem to be on a stealth mission here. It seems like you're skirting the bottom of the map, maybe going up for a little bit of harassment, a little bit of counterattacking.
Yeah, for sure. So I sent 2 to the back so that I can take down one of these bases, hopefully, and while playing a defensive game. But the enemy noticed that, and because he was kind of off position, that's why he went all in on my third base.
Yeah, it looks like he will end up killing off your third base here, and in fact brings in a huge army, but it looks like you will defend, unfortunately losing that third base.
Yeah, but I do have a bigger army, and I was able to save those 2 king crabs and bring them back, so I'm feeling pretty good about this massive attack right here.
Yeah, it looks like you're pushing forward, and that is a very scary army with that many king crabs. Let's see how you end up doing. It does look like it's going to end up being a rout, even taking down his flying units there. It looks like you've done a great job this game, David. And, you know, I got to say, guys, I've played a lot of Battle Aces. And if you want a more in-depth look at the high skill expression available, check it out at playbattleaces.com.
And we'll be starting our beta very soon, in a few weeks. So please make sure to sign up for the beta while you're there at the site.
And be sure to wish list it on Steam. Thank you so much for joining us. That's all the time we have. Day 9, back to you.
I'm not interested in this RTS.
Thanks, Artosis. And Nick Tasteless Plot, my literal brother that refers to me by my internet moniker.
Well, now, Sean, Frankie told us there'd be a lot of great new strategy games in our show, and you know, she was right. There has never been a better time to be a PC gamer
What
and
about
an
RPGs?
RTS fan. And with the lightning-fast action of its 1v1 and 2v2 modes, Battle Aces is a big reason why.
And
next up, Citizen Sleeper 2.
Wait, I'm sorry. I thought I was
no,
gonna...
I thought it...
It's me,
Oh,
right?
no.
Well, look.
Okay.
If you don't mind,
Yeah,
a little
no,
mix-up, but
go for it. Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I'd love to.
Yeah.
The world of a malfunctioning android housing the digitized consciousness of a human being can be treacherous existence at the best.
I was supposed to introduce that trailer to me, Mika, and then he just swoops in and steals it. Ho, you've made a powerful enemy today, Plot.
Mika, is everything okay?
Yeah, what? Yeah. Why wouldn't it be?
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
As I was saying, this new installment.
Keep talking, Day 9. You don't have 9 days left after I...
Look, Mika,
What?
we can all hear your thoughts.
What? How?
Well, yeah, you recorded them earlier, you know, in the voiceover studio. I mean, that's the audio that's getting piped into the studio right now. Guys, can we go ahead and mute 003 Mika's internal rage.wave right now?
You got it, Sean.
I'm sorry, I just, I really wanted to introduce the trailer. I'm like the TTRPG girl.
Okay, you know what, honestly,
Yeah.
it's totally fine. Go ahead.
You sure? Okay. You've lost your memory and there's a bounty on your head.
Wait, hold on. Where are my vengeful thoughts?
Oh,
Sorry, Sean. It got taped over with one of our nature documentaries.
All right, play that, I guess.
Well, as I was saying, you lost your
Gulping iguana sounds its mating call.
So that was a good joke.
Nature's dumbest sound.
Oh, forget it. Just cue the dang thing.
Well, in all of its uninterrupted glory, here's our first ever look at the gameplay in Citizen Sleeper 2, which I got to announce and not Sean.
Need to play both first and the second one because they both on Game Pass, right?
Lane's closing in, and we need this next contract to go right. But nothing's gone right so far.
5 cycles ago.
That contract Carson gave us was trouble from the start.
Text adventure RPG. There would be a lot of reading, but it's a short game, right?
Not for a moment. That derelict was a death trap. Suddenly, it was all over. But we've got to bounce back. We've secured the contract. So let's talk, crew. How about Mia? She was handy with that drone. Stopped the whole thing blowing up in our faces. Or Eugene. He's a loudmouth, but he's tough as hell. Although he did forget to tell us about Vesna. Or we find someone new, but new crew have new problems. The belt is wide, Sleeper. So whatever comes at us next, just remember, nothing in the belt ever runs smooth.
Citizen Sleeper 2, Starboard Vector, coming early 2025. Cultists. Oh, Demon School! Persona-like RPG. A horror one, but okay. Demon School, September 13, 2024. Friday the 13th. Of course there's a fishing game, because fishing game is a must. Unreal 2, back on track. You're building railroads. And conveyor belts. All to make sure your railroad works. Target captain. Nuclear launch notificator. Clown. Lightsaber. Janitor. What's happening? They did. Space Station 14. Open source now and forever. I don't understand what the premise was about.
Keep track of all the games you're seeing on the PC Gaming Show? Well, that's exactly what wishlists are for. The PC Gaming Show Steam page is a one-stop shop where you can fill up your wishlist with every single game we're featuring on our show. Make it quick though. We've got an unbeatable trailer coming up. That's no exaggeration. It really is unbeatable.
PC Gaming Show. Anime.
I say the lines, the syllables, got it memorized so I can make you stop. You treat me like
Music.
a criminal, so why shouldn't I treat you like you're a cop?
Beat 'em up. Rhythm game. Play Stack proudly presents a Ditzel Games production. I've got hungry bullets. What? Action and rhythm game. It's gonna be fun to play. Unbeatable! A game where music is illegal and you do crimes. In 2025. Okay. That will be fun. We are trapped in roguelike with guns and monsters. Brita, Einar. They're walking around and shoot. Ganilla, Gustav. Also walking around and shoot. Leafy, he's a moose. To save ourselves. Odin must fall. Odin fall. Nah. Giant slime. All kinds of different monsters. Co-op roguelike. Unearth the mystery of the car. Isn't it the second game? New customizable world generation? Unique new ways to play? Rise the new challenges. I'm sure it has 2 in the name. Boss battle. Core Keeper. I was wrong.
That is a double shot of exciting news. Core Keeper's upcoming 1.0 launch and twin stick shooters Odenfall coming to early access later this year.
Okay, Mika, I can't wait to show everyone our next game, and it's so exciting. I'm gonna need to stand up for this. Should stand up too.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay. It's hard to think of a better combination than the team behind the gloriously gory medieval warfare slasher Chivalry 2 and this classic zombie survival horror game that started out as a mod for Half-Life 2.
Brace
I don't
yourself
care.
for 8-player co-op, permadeath, and the terrifying cinematic experience of No More Room in Hell. So let's take a look.
Oh. Yeah, you're gonna want to sit down for this.
But I just stood up.
Lifestyle 2 is a permadeath horror co-op game.
You start with a flashlight with no weapons, and you're exploring in the dark, and you're trying to find your first friend and your first weapons to get some safety.
You find more gear, you find more people. It's suddenly 4 players, 6 players, 8 players, up to that final showdown at the power plant, where hordes of zombies are pouring in and are using explosives and assault rifles to overcome that final challenge.
Like with Chivalry, combat is the first thing we focused on, being Torn Banner. We want that game feel just really intense, and it's part of the immersion. Every run is different. We're looking at how do we deliver the Hollywood cinematic experiences? You know, how do we put you in a place that you've never been before, but you've always wanted to be? It's like a co-op game with consequences. And the fun becomes, how long can I survive the zombie apocalypse?
As it ended. Actual in-game footage. 1976, somewhere in Scandinavia. Again, there's a bear. Is it a PvP game? Is it the game that already out? It's not that one with the robots. Generation Zero? No. No, probably not. Raiden? Not this. Welcome to Zakov City. There is Sebert. Card game. Age of Industry. God mode. Shoot everyone with love shooter. Tech builder battle royale. Whoa! The choosing all the stuff that I don't like and putting them in one game.
Peggy 18.
Summon Newcastle in secret mode. Pre-alpha footage. The Sprint 66. Ah, it's Running Man. Some dystopian show where you need to run, dodge, prevail, and try not to die. And rinse repeat until at least one will survive or something. For fame. Run or Rory. The Sprint 66. Nah.
Gore meets parkour in Death Sprint 66. And here I thought the worst thing that could happen while jogging is jogging. Now, you've heard of motorbikes and motorboats, but how about motor brooms? In Crescent County, you can escape to a beautiful and wholesome island of witches, where you don't just fly around on boring old wooden brooms. You soup them up, trick them out, and use them for drifting, racing, and running a high-speed delivery service. Let's take a visit to Crescent County.
World premiere. Is it the one with the mail game? About which? Electric Saint? Wait, you never read on one? She has just moved here? What's different one? Motor brooms are gonna take over your life? Motor brooms. Still $0. Sick employment. Some motor brooms. Once again, I don't like car games. I don't know. Crescent Country?
And now I'm beyond lucky to be joined by Crescent County's creative director, Anna Hollenreich. Anna, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. I am so excited to be here.
Now, that was a lovely trailer, and I'd love if you could just walk us through a little more of what we just saw.
It's kind of if you imagine Kiki's Delivery Service meets the Bikes of Kira, set on a rural witch tech island. It's a game about finding yourself kind of as a proto-adult, and I'm really interested in this question of how do you find home in a new space? How does a place become yours? By day, you're driving around the island, making deliveries to the locals, and then by night, you're racing around the island with the characters that you've befriended along the way, or, I don't know, maybe you want to get one of the characters to date you, but you need a bed frame because they have self-respect. Is that overly mean?
You did say that you took some personal experiences into this. It's so real. Okay, so talk to me a little bit about where the idea for Crescent County came from.
It's inspired by my first ever proper video games job where I moved to the Isle of Wight. I couldn't stop doing this witch tech mashup. I couldn't stop drawing it. I was going to Comic-Cons. I was selling art about it. And I've been working in big teams on things like Fall Guys. But I knew that if I didn't launch myself out into the unknown, I would never forgive myself.
So you're taking this big leap into making this game, and it's in the cozy genre. What sets your game apart from those?
So this is a delivery life sim game, right? But it's also got underground motorhome street racing in it. I really love genre mashups. I think that they're so interesting. And I love making worlds that feel warm and lived in and loved, where people feel, you know, relaxed and safe. But also, if you want to amp things up, you can trick out your motor broom to the point where you're almost flying and smash into your friends with all your sigil sticker powers.
What about it excites you the most, though?
We're really interested in making this island feel very relaxing to drive around, but also hiding all of these little shortcuts and jumps and boosts all over the place so that it can be just as intense and chaotic sometimes as well.
Where can everyone get their hands on Crescent County?
So this game means the absolute world to us. It's a bit of my heart, it's a bit of my soul, and if it interests you, please add it to your wish list.
Crescent County looks amazing, Sean, and it is just oozing with charm. I'm definitely making room for it at the top of my wish list.
And if you want to wishlist Crescent County and all the other great games you've seen on our show today, they're all located in one place, the PC Gaming Show Steam page.
Okay, it's
We'll
time
check
to
it
put
later.
the rooms away as we take a look at some other wickedly good releases.
Indie.io. Craft your ship in a bottle in Forgotten Seas. And then throw it around to grow it a bit. Sell for the new land. Build camps and hunt for treasures. So it's a pirate adventure. Moon Mystery.
Sam Walker, and I am the last man standing. I steel myself for what's to come. I may not survive this, but at least I'll go down fighting. Fighting for a chance to make things right. Even if it's too little too late.
Survive in space. G.I. Joe, Wrath of Cobra. It's a bit em up. Grab your friends to take on Cobra. Play with up to 4 friends. You're not on a chance, said the evil guy. G.I. Joe. Everholm. Help Lily find her sister. Farming. Solve the mystery of Everholm. Farming and fighting. Shell runner. That's quite a statement for endless replayability. Life's never been cheaper. A Renaissance Kingdom Wars. Epic battles with thousands of soldiers. Build your cities from the fields to the streets. Write your story from mercenary to emperor. Renaissance Kingdom Wars. Interesting. Narrative and resource management hybrid. Debtors Club. Operates the tax collection system. Oh, it's counting. Need to be good at mathematics.
Set out on the journey, my child. And
The Land of Magnates, they were announcing it. It's Bard. It's Bard Adventure. The world of magic and myths. Brings the leg back to the land of the sun.
other worse, whereby the heavy cup of wine one can cast.
The land of the magnates. Indeed.io. Get the quest 3. Dress for battle. Equip and upgrade ferocious weapons. There was some pun in the name that I don't remember. Buff your attacks with special trinkets. Find the build that suits you best. And fight rats and boars. Keep out your ship's weapons. And fight ghost cats. Is it a concert? Cat Quest 3 coming August 8.
Hello, my name is Nicole.
Nicole Heat, and I'm working with Nereal and Devolver Digital to make the world's first thirst-person shooter, The Crush House. So in the game, you've been hired to produce 1999's hottest reality show, and your job is to choose the cast,
it's
film
this
the
one.
drama, and give the audience what they are thirsting for. But remember, never ever speak to the talent. Anyway, all the different audience groups want to see different things, so let's see who's tuning in today. All right, we've got the divorced dads. They want to see bromances, meat on the grill, strong male emotions, divorced dad stuff. And the fish freaks are here. We've earned money from ads, so let's put some fish in the tank for them. This is normal for reality TV. And the film students are watching, and they want to see all of this at a Dutch angle, of course. Hold on, butt guys in the chat? Let's see what they have to say. Pants are a prison for the ass, if that's what you want, Sir Mix-a-Lot. You know, if we combo all the different things that they want to see in frame together, the ratings will go up even more. Chat is loving it. And no matter how crazy the audience requests are, we have to satisfy them, or else the show will be canceled. But don't worry if things do go wrong. This is reality TV after all. Just pick a new cast, start the season over, and maybe this time we'll make it to the series finale of The Crush House.
August 9. Yeah, it will be hard to cater to audience. It's Goggle Town. Like Animal Crossing, but in town. Yep, giant amount of activities when you map a town. So cow can give you high five, but bunny don't? Space. Galaxy. Space Truck Simulator? Star Trucker. Gonna bring you goods. Star Trucker. So it wasn't enough for you to be a Earth Tracker. You can be a Star Tracker.
Coming up in the PC Gaming Show.
Ring clock. Some Miyazaki game. Capybaras. Management. Mullet.
Trust me when I say I know what it's like to wait for a big release to arrive. This particular download has been queuing for months. But fans of extraction shooters, and I'm talking about the extraction shooter, the one that kicked off an entirely new genre, don't have much longer to wait. Multiplayer FPS Escape from Tarkov has been in beta since 2017, but is now preparing for its heralded 1.0 release. Here's a look at what's coming when the granddaddy of extraction shooters goes gold.
Battle State Games.
Ну, здравствуй, солдат.
Russian game?
Давненько не заходил. Куда пропадал-то? Так ты на арену поддался, но все равно вернулся, да? Чемпион. Да, изменился ты. Но и у нас тут жизнь не стоит на месте.
I'm
Конфликт
surprised.
в Харькове снова разгорается. И пока неизвестно, чем все это закончится.
PC Gaming Show hosting Russian game.
Похоже, придется тебе снова показать, чего ты стоишь, боец. Путь
So,
осилит идущий. Так
Let's escape from Tarkov.
И кто знает, может у тебя и получится сбежать из Таркова.
No, no, it's impossible. Get ready for escape. We know it's out now. It's out for a long time. No jump button, no problem? What? Skill not included? So you can move around only with shooting? Tiny Wizard took his first step. Precision platforming. My greatest enemy. Ready, set, explode. Explode.
If it's vengeance you want, I'll give it.
Flintlock.
As long as Ooh is free, your world is in mortal peril. Help me seal him away. Stem the tide of destruction.
Kill gods.
It's the least you can do.
With melee weapons and guns. And a little bit of magic. And it's day 1 with Game Pass, right? July 18th. Blooded Games. 83. All shots are in-game footage from Alpha build. What is this? Operation Flashpoint. Or what was the other game? Arma? Nope. Mallet magic. Boomer shooter. In anime style. Retro anime style. So you're time limited.
Okay, boss. Roger.
It recently came out, right? Like a few weeks back.
This game blows your mind. Mullet Mad Jack.
Sean, I am sad to say it, but we're not a million miles away from the end of our show.
What? Already?
Oh, wait. Sean, are you about to yell no and dramatically wave your fist at the
No,
sky?
I just thought I was gonna sneeze. Anyways, as you were saying.
Right, well, we don't have much left in the show, so it's time to...
Sorry, it turns out I am allergic to shows nearing conclusion.
Well, as I was saying, it is time to share something very special. We are living in a golden age of city builders, and there's something out there for everyone. Strategy, survival, puzzle games, co-op, there are even some really great, cozy, no-stress city builders.
And it's true. But even with all the city builders I play, I can honestly say that we've never seen one quite like this. From a very talented team of developers who made games like Mark of the Ninja and Gone Home, let's watch the world premiere of Generation Exile.
World premiere. Generation Exile.
Our generation ship was to travel hundreds of years across the stars so we could build a new world for humanity. We had tried to restore Earth's ravaged ecology. The desperate solution nearly wiped us out instead. And now it's on the ship. And it's growing. There are only a few thousand of us left, and we cannot repeat the past. In our ship's closed ecosystems, resources are finite. Nothing can go to waste. Every bit of scrap needs to be salvaged, reclaimed, and repurposed into what we need to survive. Materials, food, water, air. We might
So
not always
capybaras in
work
water.
with each other. We might squabble, we might stumble, but we are all we have. As we're building a balanced ecosystem, years will go by like minutes. We must adapt to each other and to the unknown. We're not just learning to build a sustainable future. Everyone on board is living their own story, and your story will be different from mine. Can we escape the mistakes that drove us from our home? Because every decision we make now will determine if humanity earns a second chance.
Generation Exile. I don't know. Why is all this nature?
Generation Exile is a sustainable solarpunk city builder with a reactive emergent narrative that changes every single time the game is played. You are aboard a generation ship traveling for several hundred years, leaving a ecologically ravaged Earth behind, attempting to find a new home for humanity. So rather than repeat the failings of Earth in the past, you need to find a new way to develop a society that is sustainable and can thrive.
Your job is to
Good luck with that.
you shepherd humanity successfully to the destination planet, and that they live to get there, and there's enough people to keep humanity going.
Players' goals differ a bit from traditional recognizable city builders, where yes, you're still having to provide the basics for your society, food, shelter, clean water, but there's kind of this unquestioned notion that we see both in a lot of strategy games, but also just in the world around us, where it's like, oh, well, when we need more resources, we can just keep extracting, we can just keep growing and growing and growing. It's simply not possible to keep expanding forever. And that is a thematic element of the game for sure, but part of that has come from just looking at the industry around us, where all the goals are just like, what are the returns for the next quarter? We see the harm that is caused by that single-minded focus on how can we extract as much value in the short term. And the people who are harmed the most by that are the thousands of people who in the last 6-8 months have lost their jobs, right? So as you make your way through the game and progress through the game, rather than just infinitely getting bigger, it's about becoming more regenerative, to use only what you have around you, because there's no external source of anything else.
Fundamentally, you're on a spaceship, you got what you got.
What we wanted to achieve is to take a relatively recognizable set of city building mechanics, but having more narrative and story elements there as well. Because the thing that is so great about city builders is that they're so systems dense, and that game state is all very much driven by the choices and decisions that the player is making. But the opportunity then we saw is to look at all that in the city building layer game state, and then
drag it out into the narrative, kicking and screaming.
but in a good way.
In a good way.
Where rather than, you know, just like everyone's gonna play through the game and at turn 15, this thing happens, then at turn 25, this thing happens. Instead, you can just have authored narrative events that are reactive to whatever choices you've made, like weird ecology things that are occurring aboard the vessel, or
they're situational
crises.
Yeah.
Small and large. We're able to provide the player the ability to make consequential specific decisions that are divorced from just the pure systems of the game, which then informs the events that will occur in the future, so that at the end, there will be echoes of the decisions you've made along the way. It should feel like the journey to get there is one that you uniquely experience, and the conditions that you finish with are ones that are reactive to all the decisions you made leading up to that point. The game can be wish-listed.
Okay, after the devlog, the game became more interesting for me because I said narrative.
Studios.com to sign up for our newsletter and learn more as we roll things out. There'll be more delicious tidbits in there.
Generation Excel. Wish now.
A huge thanks to the good folks at Sonderlust for letting us take a look inside their new sci-fi city builder, Generation Exile.
It looks incredible, and the amount of love and work the team have put into it really shines through.
Now look, we are under no illusion that this last year has been incredibly difficult for so many developers in the face of thousands of layoffs and countless studio closures.
Today we are so grateful that we have the chance to put a spotlight on many people really continuing to make games in the face of uncertainty.
And if there's any game you saw in our show or in any of the other many showcases, we encourage you to purchase or even just wish list any of the games for developers that you care about. It goes a long way.
Next up, you'd think the sight of a house standing up and walking around on two weird massive chicken legs would be horrifying. But when you realize it's taking some heavy witch vibes from everyone's favorite Slavic folklore character, Baba Yaga, it's actually pretty awesome. Reka is the base building exploration game you'd curse yourself for missing.
How is it called this game? It's Reka. Did she say Reka? Yeah, build your home on chicken legs. It's the same trailer as it was on the previous one on showcases, right? But they talked about it. Slavic representation is good. Eldar Lutki? Oh, it's slightly different. That was 2024. Oh, it's about house that change in shape depending on which doors you open. It's a puzzling game. Blueprints.
We aren't the only ones celebrating an anniversary. iBuyPower is hitting a major milestone of their own, having been around for 25 years. iBuyPower is a fully independent and leading manufacturer of high-performance pre-built and custom gaming PCs based in North America. As a special thanks for 25 years of powering the PC gaming community, iBuyPower is giving away one of their official VCT Americas PCs, the RDY Y70 Valorant VCT AR002. This bad boy boasts a hefty AMD Ryzen 7 7800X3D CPU, a GeForce RTX 4070 Ti, and 32 gigs of DDR5 5600 MHz RAM. Did I also mention it's got iBuyPower's 240mm RGB liquid cooling unit? For your chance to win, head over to pcgamer.com/survey. And now, back to more trailers.
Meet the Lock Creatures.
Oh, they announced it.
Their language brings them to life and expands their society.
But how I understand them.
Learn and spell their words, each with its own special ability to change the
Which words are
environment
theirs?
in deep and surprising ways.
Why does it say that there will be a puzzle each week?
Digital demo available today.
In a world where the top special forces operatives are all just wizards for some reason.
Mage tactics.
Unstoppable. Not yours. Hers. The Black Ops Chronomancer. Her team of needlessly fancy goons have brought the world to the brink of war. And only one group of mismatched rejects stands in her way. A disgraced retired Navy seer who can see every possible future, but can't remember his own tragic backstory. The freelance Storm Witch, a private investigator whose mastery of lightning is devastating, unless her enemies aren't standing near windows. Necromantic, a surgeon who turned to necromancy when she lost her medical license. She can heal you, but she'll have to kill you first. The rebel riot priest, your heavy support. Faith is her armor. But she is also wearing actual armor. Together, there's no threat they can't stop. As long as they can get there by public transport, they can rewind every time they screw it up. And there's an easy kit if they need it.
Tactical Bridge Wizards. That's a fun game to play.
Demo available now. Also, could you wish list it, please?
Okay.
Wow, what a show so far. I'm absolutely loving it. And don't forget, you can do more than just watch this amazing lineup of games. You can play them too. Visit the PC Gaming Show Steam page to wishlist all the titles you've seen on. Do you love history? Do you also love lists with between 9 and 11?
Why is there so many jump cuts?
Then today is your day. For our 10th anniversary, we've counted down the 10 biggest moments in PC gaming over the past decade. You can see where your favorite moments landed by visiting pcgamer.com/10. Right, time to grab some friends and head for the sky, where you can turn floating islands into your personal skyships and soar through the clouds. It's co-op survival craft made cozy. Here's an uplifting look at Aloft.
Aloft?
Hello, I'm Manuel Bergeron, founder and creative director of Astrolab Interactive. It is my greatest pleasure to announce that we just launched a new multiplayer demo for our game Aloft, a sandbox survival game set in the sky. Take a look at our new trailer for a few more surprises. Enjoy.
It's a collect wood and stone game with floating islands. I remember, that was announced. And now you can play in multiplayer. You can pet about. Multiplayer demo. Oh, it's this one. You play in third dimension, but you see everything in second dimension. Screenbound, the name of a game. It would be a puzzling game. How do you understand where to go? And also you can see enemies. And what? So you can teleport in between? Screenbound. World premiere. It looks like a Ghibli game. Ghibli Studio anime. Dear friend. Intergalactic Hotel? We're playing as a ferret. Hotel Galactic. Maybe. Evil Empire. Hotel Galactic. Wishlist now. It's on Kickstarter. Launching this July.
You bring the police to my door, to my rig.
Secret mode. It's the Chinese room.
Don't you answer me back! You're fired. You hear me? Fired.
It still wakes the deep. Horror on a oil rig. Once again, it's a horror game, that's why I'm not gonna play it. Still back the deep. June 18th.
Dude, Hotel Galactic looks so cute, right?
Oh my god, it does. And honestly, I would just love to manage a bed and breakfast for alien travelers. I just worry that my quaint taste and timeless valence bedspreads just might not be suitable for interdimensional species tastes. I don't know. What do you think, Mika?
Sean, look at me. If anybody can create the cutest bed and breakfast for interdimensional space beings, it's you. It's this guy.
Oh, you always care, Mika.
Oh, I know I do. And you know what else I care a great deal about? It's the developers at the Chinese Room getting back to their roots for more first-person horror. Still Wakes the Deep looks atmospheric as hell and positively chilling.
Amen to that, Mika. And hey, Speaking of chilling, get ready to side-scroll your way through a 2.5D post-apocalyptic zombie survival with Into the Dead.
Set in 1980s Texas, you are charged with gathering resources, managing party members, and crafting items, all whilst hordes of killer zombies try to chomp down on your brains.
And what's worst of all is that this is taking place during a scorching heat wave.
Oh my God, and as someone who lives in California, I can confirm that's way worse than zombies.
I feel you. I mean, my family's Irish. I get sunburned by the moon.
Zombie apocalypse in scorching heat. Nah.
Hi, PC Gaming Showcase. I'm Tanya from KitFox Games, and I'm here to show you 3 different games today. So let's start with Dwarf Fortress.
Hi, I'm Zach Adams. And I'm Torn Adams. We're the
I
co-creators
never
of Dwarf
understand
Fortress, inviting you to play adventure mode
what
in
appealed to
open beta.
people
We'll be adding tutorials and
in
demos
Dwarf
through the
Fortress.
summer. While you're waiting, you can play Caves of Cud, the most intricate roguelike ever made.
Hello, we're Brian
and Jason, co-creators of Caves of Cud. After 15 years, the game is getting its 1.0 release later this year. But out today is the spring molting patch with its all-new UI. Live and drink.
And our final piece of news today is a whole new game to announce, a world premiere for the PC Gaming Showcase, Streets of Fortuna.
World premiere. Streets of Fortuna. A procedural city simulation has never been this ambitious. Procedural city simulation.
In Fortuna.
He stole! Cut his hand off.
A smuggler. An artisan. A traitor. The city is a richly generated sandbox. Each citizen living their simulated life. Use knowledge to your advantage. Romantically. Or politically. Live your other life.
What was this Chinese game where you can do whatever you want? It's kinda similar. Great and Valor. Oh, it's the strategies that they announced. A different showcase! With roguelite gameplay and mech robots. Meh. Who done it? The Tactic Saga returns. Case of Golden Idol 2? Here's this link to the model case. Safe was opened. It could be anyone. The rise of the Golden Idol.
That was the rise of the Golden Idol, once again inviting you to unravel the truth being a tangled mystery. Now, take a look at a game from our friends at Hooded Horse that combines turn-based strategy with real-time exploration. Here's the new trailer for Every Day We Fight.
Every day we fight. Tactical game.
While our countries were at war, the Rifters came. They put a dome over the city. Suddenly, almost everyone was frozen. Just a few of us were left.
Not soldiers, just ordinary people.
A mysterious alien invasion. Turning ordinary people into heroes. So it's XCOM during Cold War. Growing stronger with.
I could swear I just got killed.
I think we jumped back in time.
Skip time loop. You can use environments to your advantage. Or that be the same problem with 99% aims that you can miss? It's this farming sim where you can transform into yokai. Manage your farm in world of yokai. And turn into one if needed be. Nurture friendship and romances. Tales of Seikyu. Вышли с Steam. May contain content inappropriate for children. Parity? Yes, digital games. Trolls? It's this game about old mage, Scandinavian. Some Nordic mythology. You heal the ship. Solving puzzles.
Velkomin í verndarvættatöð.
Island of Winds. Video Cult. Airframe Ultra. PS1 looking game. About motorbikes. Wait, glider bikes. And it's Battle Royale. So you're starting on the bikes and then you must survive. Even if you lose one. Some wanted to unite races and Battle Royale. Fantasy. Collect wooden stone game. Stormforge. It does not tell us much.
Hi everyone, this is Community Manager on Windblown, the upcoming action roguelike from Motion Twin, the creators of Dead Cells. These cute characters here are the Leapers, who live in the Ark, a peaceful village now threatened by a massive vortex of doom. So, they train up and become fearless warriors to fight back in an attempt to save their world. Using a cool thruster, you can dash at lightning speed, letting you dart across the stage, dodge out of enemy attacks, find new areas and secrets, Through each run, you'll be able to equip different gear and upgrades, creating powerful synergies between them. For example, switching weapons at the end of a combo will let you unleash a super powerful move called an Ultra Attack, if you can time it right. Jump online with up to 2 other players, meaning you can mix your builds with your friends and find the best combinations to carry you through the diverse biomes. Windblown will launch later this year into Steam Early Access. Player feedback is super important to help us craft a game that you guys will love to play. So join us on Steam for the latest updates and information, and how you can join in on the fun. See you soon.
Early access.
Folks, we are in the final stretch of the 10th anniversary PC Gaming Show, but that doesn't mean we are winding down. We are, in fact, amping up.
That's right! We're wrapping things up today with not 1, but 2 world premiere trailers in a row. It's like buy one, get one free world premieres.
No, Sean. That coupon expired in 1989, so we won't be getting.
Oh, well, that's too bad, except, look at this! This is our 10th PC Gaming Show, which means I get a free world premiere.
Look at this guy! Thanks to Sean's Grandmaster level card play, let's check out 2 big world premiere trailers to cap off our show.
World premiere, one of the 2. Then grow your cult with your friends, but it's not cult of a lamp. Crush your enemies. There can only be one cult. What? Put over your face. Warship. And world premiere, the last one. What's it gonna be? Johnson Red, Parshine, Crocodile, was a Monkey Rich. Who am I? They call you the cannon blasting, boat riding, boss killing, gunboat. Just look on your face. I don't feel like playing this.
And that is a wrap on the PC Gaming Show 2024. We had such a great time showing you all the exciting PC games headed your way, and we're especially thrilled that you could join us for our 10th anniversary show. And I mean, if you've been tuning in to watch our show for 10 years straight, thank you so much. We couldn't have done it without you.
And if this is your first time watching, just watch the show like 10, 20 more times. Make up for things you've missed and for the future ones.
That's 100% how the coupon works.
Right, and the punch card.
And we can't forget to say goodbye to our brave captain of the watch party, the amazing Frankie Ward.
Guys, it's been a great show and I had an absolute blast. Before we go, we also want to give a huge thank you to all the game developers, artists, designers, writers, voice actors, and everyone else out there working so hard day after day to create games we all play and love. We appreciate every single one of you.
Absolutely, Frankie. And don't forget that you guys at home can wishlist every game you saw on our show today by visiting the PC Gaming Show Steam page.
Thank you so much again, everyone, and we'll see you again in November for the PC Gaming Show Most Wanted.
Heck yeah!
Bye-bye!
November.
Bye!
Bye-bye-bye!
Bye.
Oh, goodbye.
So, Only one showcase left for Summer Game Fest, and it will be tomorrow, Ubisoft Forward, but we don't expect much from it, but still, we need to check out whatever they're gonna show. So, yeah, that was PC Gaming Show. That was not many games that I was looking forward to. There was too little of them. There was many stuff that I did not care about. Still, I had to check out if there would be anything new and interesting. And there was some. There was this anime musical rhythm game that I'm looking forward to. And I can't remember much else. But anyway, thank you everyone who visited the stream, everyone who watched this VOD. If you use the channel to live and grow, please support me here on other social medias. Do share my videos with anyone you think worth sharing. Touch on platforms from YouTube to Twitch to Trova to Blue Sky and Twitter and whatsoever. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next videos and streams. Bye.
you